Is that for real?
Live from Studio B at KPRC Channel 2. Houston Life starts now.
Well, happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life. It is September 24th, and moments ago, just seconds before we went on the air, Courtney said, oh no, I have to sneeze. So go for it.
It's gone now.
Oh, really?
I pressed right here, and it's gone. But here's the thing. Anchoring for 150 years, never sneezed on the air. This was a big joke. Like, you could push this if you're talking, reading a script.
Yeah, I've tried
off camera.
Yeah, and it
wishes
helps.
it away. I have sneezed more times on TV on Houston Life than I ever have my entire television career.
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea.
This studio used to be a cat adoption center.
That's why.
Just kidding. I don't know. I'm pretty sure
So
I've
strange.
sneezed on television. I remember as a kid seeing a news anchor cough on TV once, and that was so jarring for me, thinking,
I know.
how could she do that? I mean, yeah, but she's, of course, human. So
human.
it happens.
I know.
If you need to sneeze, we're here for you.
I'm waiting for it, but I think I pressed the button, so now I think I'm good for right now.
Okay.
You never know
well,
what's going to happen.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Hey, I see a problem right here on set.
An open bottle and empty glasses?
But we are very solutions-oriented here, so should I do the honors?
Please do.
What's the occasion?
So the occasion is that Tangi Patton, our very good friend from Good Taste TV, she has a new season of her show, Good Taste with Tangi. It premieres next weekend right here on KPRC. It is all about supporting local restaurants. She's coming up on the show later, a preview of some of Houston's spots she's going to be featuring. And of course, besides the food, you have to have some libations.
You
so she's going to do like a demo on how to make something from Pappy's Cafe. And then we have a sparkling and then a flat wine in a box as well.
Sounds lovely. And apologies if I gave you a little bit of a heavy pour. I think that was the first time I ever was rolling prompter and pouring champagne at the same time.
Look at you, multitasker. Cheers to Friday Eve.
Cheers to Friday Eve and to Tangi. Looking forward to catching up with her. Also, one of our dear friends, Dave Cause, folks, musician. There he is right there, handsome man. We're going to chat with Dave about his brand new album, A New Day. Courtney, did you know this is his first album of original material in a decade? And it's number 20 on his total list of albums, his 20th album.
That's crazy.
And it happened, he recorded it, he conceived it. The whole thing happened during COVID-19. So a strange year for so many artists and musicians. But Dave has always been so great about uplifting people with his music. And he says that this album, the aim of this album is to do just that, to lift us all up. And I think he'll do that.
Absolutely. I love that we're catching up with him. And by the way, we say this all the time, music is good for the soul. So many people, I know my mom's going to be texting me later, how do I get that CD? So I'm excited.
Oh, well, we know someone.
I do know someone.
We know
Absolutely.
someone. It's funny, thinking back, I mean, Dave has been on the show at least 4 or 5 times, right?
But you've known him for years.
I've known Dave for probably a dozen years, and I don't even remember. It must have been a dozen years, at least 10 years. And I know his family. I was there the day he got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He is officially the only friend I'm really close to who has a star on the Walk of Fame. But he's the coolest guy. And it's just so nice that when Houston Life first started, I mean, he came down to the mall and played Somewhere Over the Rainbow on her little set.
Yeah.
And Dave is like a big star. And it was, I really appreciated the fact that he was doing me a favor by coming to do our little show.
That is so awesome, though.
And our show has grown a little bit since then.
And great memories, by the way. And how cool is that, you know, to be able to see the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? And because I don't know anyone personally who has a star, so that is really awesome.
Next time you go to LA, it's right there in front of the Capitol Records building.
I've been there.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But you
I've
might have
seen
stepped on it.
Maybe unintentionally. Maybe I would walk. You know, I feel kind of weird stepping on them, but walking around it.
You know what's funny is when Dave and I first became friends, he was talking about how music was never his plan. I mean, he never thought that this would be his career.
Really?
Playing an instrument to make money. He truly didn't. That was not part of his plan. But I feel like he's a great example of you follow your passion and things just sort of fall in line. And my sister actually played the saxophone.
Really?
In elementary school. Actually, yeah, Liz, she still does play the saxophone. I learned how to play the trumpet, but we were chatting with our team this morning, just sort of reminiscing and thinking, okay, if there was one instrument we all wish we knew how to play, like what would that be? And I think it's a great question for our viewers as well.
Absolutely, and you can answer that on our Facebook page. Tell us what you would always want to play and why. So my oldest brother, Bob, the rocket scientist, played the trombone. Oh. Shocking. His daughter, my niece, played the saxophone.
Why do you say shocking like that?
I mean, I don't know. It just is, he had so many different interests, you know? I don't know. He played the trombone. I don't think that the trombone is, you know, one of those instruments that people grow up wanting to play. It just kind of happens.
It looks very exciting, like all of that movement. I always wondered, how do they know?
And it's hard.
How do they know where to?
No idea. So I played.
What? Wait, do I know this? I
don't think
so.
I played for a very short stint.
The clarinet?
The clarinet.
You
I think
did?
everybody did. The clarinet.
Heather played, my sister played the clarinet for a minute.
So let me tell you something. It was short-lived because the moment I got my photo in like our neighborhood newspaper at one of our recitals, never picked that thing up again. Nope.
You were only playing for the fame?
I think so.
Oh.
I think so. But I don't remember. I remember it was a little traumatic. I don't know. I didn't really like it. And I might have, I don't know. It wasn't me. But I've always wanted to be the lead singer. I mean, I think if, you know, I'll leave the instruments up to the professional people. And I think, Yeah,
oh.
So that was my best friend, Amy.
Oh, my gosh.
We lived across the street from each other. And I believe in this photo, she was Olivia Newton-John and I was Marie Osmond.
Very convincing. I mean, you could have told a stranger on the street that, you know, you're Marie, and I bet people would believe it.
Totally. We shared the microphone. We didn't worry about instruments. We just sang.
Like, growing up, weren't the Osmonds like the biggest deal ever, right?
Yes.
From Salt Lake, right?
I know.
Yeah.
They were a big deal even in Chicago.
They were a big deal.
Yeah.
They were a big deal.
I really wanted to be her. I know.
Well, it's not too late. Marie's great. She's super cool.
She is super cool. Remember I told you Orlando, back in college in Utah, worked at Nordstrom when he was in college, sold her a pair of shoes.
Wow.
Marie Osmond.
Wow.
He's going to love that I'm telling this story.
Has he thought about writing a book?
Fascinating, right?
He really should. So, you know, my mom is friends with a couple of the Osmond brothers, and, you know, some of them are not part of the singing group, right? They're actually deaf.
Yes.
Hard of hearing.
Yes.
And so one of the guys used to, I think his name is Verl, maybe, or Vern, I don't know. My mom call me, tell me. But he used to call the house, and but through, you know, an interpreter, so I'd pick up the phone, and the interpreter would ask for my mom and all of that. But yeah, they have a long career. How do we start talking about the Osmonds?
Oh, because I wanted to be Marie.
Because we wanted to be them.
Yes.
You know, I really wanted to be a clogger, right? You know, clogging, it's like tapping, but the buckle. There was this group in Utah called Buckles and Bows.
Oh, boy. Is this a reality show? I think I've seen it.
Speaking of a Throwback Thursday, I was desperate to be in Buckles and Bows.
Do we have video of this?
I wish we did. I wasn't in it.
Can you show us what it would look like?
No, guys, just imagine like
Come on. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Imagine a bunch of like guys and girls wearing ruffles and bows and wearing clogging shoes and then like, you know, clogging. Clogging is very specific. It's different than tap.
And it's, yeah.
Because there are two taps that are sort of disconnected. It's sort of like castanets on your shoes.
You need to show us.
I don't clog. That's the thing. The clogging shoes just sound more exciting than tap shoes.
Is this sort of like a river dance type thing?
Yes, but it's clogging.
Can you show us, please?
No, because I'm not a clogger.
You have soft shoes on anyway.
Guys, I took a tap class when I was at UCLA.
Love tap. Shuffle ball change, I can see it now.
Shuffle off to Buffalo.
Yes.
So I have been thinking about getting back into like an adult
What are
tap
you waiting
class.
for?
I don't know.
The world needs more tappers. Come on, it's a great exercise.
It does. It does
need more
tappers.
The coordination, memory, all of it.
We're going to save the dancing for the day we do the dance show. But in the meantime, I feel like we've gotten a little off topic. We want to know what our viewers wish they could play in terms of an instrument. We have a piano at our house.
You play.
But I played the trumpet a little bit in elementary school, and I remember being so excited to learn, and Mr. Fockel, who was the band teacher, why are you giving me this look?
I'm not. What are you talking about?
That was his name. It was like
Okay.
F-O-K-E-L, Mr. Fokel.
Okay.
I should look him up, see how he's
should.
doing. So he had this rusty old trumpet, and that's how I learned to play. I was so excited when I got off the school bus
That's
that I had
so
learned
hard to
something.
play, too.
I got off the school bus, I opened that trumpet case, and I got down on one knee and I played it at the bus stop
You
to
wanted
show
to be
my
like
mom.
Louis Armstrong, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, Louis
Yes.
Armstrong. Yes, if only. He's irreplaceable. Very few people have that talent.
But it's so hard to do it, to play the trumpet. Trumpet and trombone have that same...
Well, they always say trombone and trumpet players make the best kissers.
Yeah, probably. Ask Brandon. What?
Who's Brandon?
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding.
You are out of control.
Oh my gosh. So today, it turns out, is also National Punctuation Day.
Oh, cheers to that.
Which I think is one of the best days in the world.
In the
because
world.
You know how I feel about bad
punctuation.
A stray apostrophe, oh, it makes me cuckoo.
Have I told you this story?
I don't know, I'm not psychic. What story?
So I can't take full credit for this because the story was told to me via my butterbean, Sally. And so somebody was spelling a name or spelling something, you know, details, right? But they were spelling it and they said, and comma to the top.
You have told me this story.
In other words, apostrophe?
An apostrophe, but they called it a comma to the top.
Yes.
Because it is like a comma,
Well,
it's just up on top.
It is up on top, but that's also called an apostrophe.
Yeah, I think it's only called an apostrophe.
Right. Well, to that person, there's maybe two versions of that.
I think we need to do an extended version of Houston Life one day.
Grammar.
Maybe we just blow out the whole show, because remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about the whole you and I, you and me thing, and
Yes.
people post things on social media, like this is a picture of my mom and I on vacation. This is a picture
Myself.
of I on, or myself, text myself. Courtney was talking to myself. No, it drives me crazy, right? I don't think I have ever been flooded with so many messages on Instagram than I was that day.
Right.
And there are so many of our viewers, unbeknownst to us, who also feel the same way. It bugs them as much, which I think just sort of indicates that we all could maybe gently help each other along a little better.
Gently help each other along. I like the way that you phrase that. By the way, according to the National Punctuation Day website, there is a thing. On that website, they tell you ideas about how to celebrate this day. So you could sleep late, take a long shower or bath, take a leisurely stroll.
What does that have to do with punctuation, though?
I don't know. Read a newspaper and circle all of the punctuation errors you find or think you find but aren't sure.
Oh, okay.
It's one way to learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very nice.
Very nice. There's
will-
lots of really great ideas on how to spend the day. Write an error-free letter to a friend.
Oh, that's impossible for some people.
Cheers to National Punctuation Day.
And if you have any more questions about how to celebrate, you can text myself. Call myself.
Coming to the top,
And me
everybody.
will be sure to post lots of pictures of I
Yeah.
online.
Okay, so we are cheersing because we have a segment with our friend Tangi Patton, but
Yes.
we also want to tell you guys this is the last day
Already?
to enter our midweek getaway to Fredericksburg.
It is such a beautiful place to visit and a great prize pack. The grand prize includes a 2-night stay for 2, a wine tour, gift certificates to local restaurants, and attraction passes. The complete rules and regulations are on our website. And a reminder, Courtney, you and I are not eligible.
No.
You and myself are not eligible. And you have to be 21 years of age or older to enter the contest.
Okay, good stuff there. And speaking of wine, from affordable sips to some tasty bites, we're dining local with Tangi Patton. She's coming up next.
Can't wait.
Y'all, we have a spread here, and you know we're always down to give our local small businesses and restaurants some love here on Houston Life, and the same goes for our next guest.
So true. She is serving up some tasty bites and wine finds ahead of her new season of Good Taste with Tangi. Welcome back, the one and only Tangi Patton. How cool to have a TV show with your name on it, Tangi. It's very cool. What do you got for us today?
I'm a facilitator, that's all.
And very, very humble. Listen, as Courtney mentioned, it is quite a spread, and we're talking about the new season of the show, and the focus of your show has always been restaurants, but you did things a little bit differently this season.
Well, we had to because of COVID, right? So we went back to work in July, and that was just as things were sort of getting back to normal, but they were anything but normal. So we were shooting in very unusual situations with some incredible restaurant owners and chefs that have been through the ringer. As you know, their business, as much, maybe more so than any other, has truly been rocked by all of this. So we kind of took it upon ourselves to thank goodness for our sponsors, Cisco, HEB, Goya, John Souls. These guys came through in a season when it was, I think, more important than ever that we keep our restaurant friends top of mind and find every way we can to support them.
And you are so right, Tangi. Season 6 kicking off next weekend, and these are the places that you are highlighting for a very special season.
Yeah, that's right. We travel all over the state. So we started in West Texas. We've been in Dallas. We've been in the Hill Country, obviously Houston and San Antonio and whatnot. So what you have with you on the table there are 2 of the restaurants. There's more, but we chose 2 to feature a little bit of the food so you guys can taste some of the goodness. Our crew, everyone loves working on this show because we're never hungry.
Right.
That right there is the Scorpion Tails from Pappy's Cafe. Been in San Antonio nearly 40 years. That is the beautiful Texas picnic board from Ritual.
Yes, it's
fantastic.
fantastic.
Kind of like charcuterie on steroids.
Oh, I just dropped the pickles. Uh-oh. That's the problem. We don't
drop
have
the
any
pickles.
stagers here, you know?
Yeah. Bare bones here in the studio.
And then what is this dish?
Yes, and that is the chicken Florentine. It's got a delicious creamy spinach artichoke sauce, Monterey Jack, Parmesan cheese. That too is from Pappy's Cafe. Just a wonderful place in the Energy Corridor. And two great examples of the folks. Our show, yes, it's about the food, but we really, our goal and our mission is to dive deeper and tell the stories of these amazing people that bring food to our table and so much joy to our lives. You know, I think if anything, there's so many positive things will come out of COVID, of course. We've all learned, we've grown. But one thing that I know I've learned, I appreciate life every day, and I appreciate our restaurant friends and what an important integral role they play in our lives. You know, they become our extended family too. And once that was taken away from us, I think a lot of us realized, wow, these guys are important. We want to help them in any way we can.
You know,
are
Tangi,
so right.
It's so right. That is perfectly stated. Okay, so you mentioned these scorpion tails right here. I'm going to hold them up so people can see a little bit better.
Well,
here,
and I wanted to show you, these are really easy to make. Pappy's will show you, of course, on the show, but they trusted me to give you a little small detail of how it works. And it's really easy. You start with just shrimp, right?
Okay.
Raw. And I season it. This stuff's awesome. I don't know if you guys have adobo.
Oh, yes.
Zoom cameras are crazy. So I use adobo on everything. It's one of Goya's products. Throw a little adobo on them, a little olive oil, and put them in the oven, but cook them a little bit less than you normally would because you're not finished with them. Once they come out of the oven and cool off a little bit, you take whole jalapenos, stick them in there, a little bit of cheese, any kind of cheese you like. I'm using Monterey Jack. You could use Colby, pepper jack. You could use cheddar. And then you can do it one of 2 ways. You're going to toothpick it so nothing comes out. You can put this back in the oven, brush it with a little olive oil, and just, you know, cook it in the oven another 5-10 minutes. Or you can batter them and deep fry them. And what you end up with, and you guys have seen it on your table, are the scorpion tails. You dip them in, you could use plain ranch. You could add a little sriracha to the ranch, a little chipotle if you want to kick it up a notch. And they are delightful. They're the most popular appetizer at Pappy's Cafe. They're
You know,
really
that's
good.
perfectly
Have you guys tried
named.
them?
Yes, and I will tell you, so I ate the grilled one. Derek's doing the fried one. And even the jalapeno, Tangi, is just, it's great flavor. It's not overpowering.
Yes. You want
You're
to
there.
pour it out. Bring up a great point. You'll have to cut the jalapeno and just take your knife or a spoon, whatever's easier, and scoop out the seeds. If you leave the seeds in, they can get spicy, but hey, if you like spice, why not, right?
It
My
is
middle
so
name.
good. This is a home run.
It's so good, right?
I like the fried version. And we do have, we want to point out to our viewers, the recipe is on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Oh,
yes.
Very nice.
They're
Delicious.
easy to make, and everyone loves them. You, the kids, you can make the healthy version and the deep fried version, and it's all good.
And what's great, Tangi, too, is, of course, the wines that you find, from the sparkling to the flat, you always find the middle of the road, the best bang for your buck. So walk us through the one
Yes.
bottle and one box that we have here today.
I did. I'll start with the box wine. So these have become all the rage. This is from HEB. They do a Cabernet, they do a Chard as well. The paint box. One box equals 4 bottles of wine,
Wow.
and it's about $17, $18 a box. And the great thing about it is, because of the bag and the way it compresses as you draw the wine out of the box, there's no oxygen hitting the wine. So the wine stays fresh and viable and good a lot longer. So it's a great buy. You're literally paying like $4 a box. And I wanted to celebrate with you guys with the Josh Prosecco. I love this Prosecco. Of course, all the Josh wines, but this one does come from the Prosecco region in Italy. Premier, and it's just a good little Prosecco.
And
it is delicious.
It is delicious, and just $14 for this Josh Cellars Prosecco, which is unbelievable. And of course, that paint box, $17 there. One box equals 4 bottles of wine.
And Tangi, a toast to you in the new season of Good Taste with Tangi. Season 6, we will be tuning in.
Hey, a toast to all of our restaurant friends, our chefs. You're in our hearts, and you always will be, and we will continue to support.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Thanks, Tangi. And don't
Thank
forget
you.
to watch the season premiere of Good Taste with Tangi next weekend right here on KPRC. You can get up early and watch it, or simply set your DVRs for 5:30 a.m.
All right. And speaking of local restaurants, Katz's Deli has a brand new location in the Heights. Lauren Kelly takes us inside for a look. Coming up. Welcome back to Houston Life. The time is now 3:26 p.m. and we've really enjoyed seeing some of these viewer comments start rolling in, Courtney.
Absolutely. Okay, let's start with Claudia. Of course, we're talking about if you could pick one instrument, what would it be? And she says the sax, because I want to be one of the cool cats.
Oh, very nice. Well, Claudia, it's never too late to learn. Hope writes in guitar to get the party started. I love all types of music. Okay.
Very fun. And Denise writes in the kazoo for times in life that require noise of a kazoo, which is 2020.
Well, and the good news is I think the kazoo is like very easy to play, right?
I hope so. I don't know how to play it.
Frida writes in piano. It's an instrument that can be played your whole life in so many situations. It's so true, Frida. There's nothing like going over to a dinner party and someone has a piano and you just jump on and start playing and singing.
Listen, and speaking of like a family get together, so best friend Lori, her grandma, who we talked about, she had her birthday a few months ago, and she plays the accordion.
Are you serious?
And the piano, but she's an accordion player.
Okay, we need to get her on the show playing the accordion.
I know.
Very nice. All right, let's send it on over to our friends in Studio A, Keith, Christine, and Frank. Hey, guys, how's it going?
You know, I'm always so jealous when people are really good at playing the piano or any sort of instrument in general, right, Frank?
Yeah. If they can
I know.
hum, even, I'm jealous.
I know. To be tone deaf in this world, guys, it's great to see you on this Thursday. We actually want to get over to Frank. It's sort of cloudy out there still, Frank.
Yeah, it's, you know what? It's this thin layer. If you were flying through it, you'd be up in the sunshine and about 10,000 feet.
The cool temperatures are nice.
Yeah, very nice. We can handle it.
No complaints about the temperatures, that's for sure. Let's take a look at both of it. You can see this is what's a beta right here in northern Alabama, continues to move across there with a few showers and storms, and really that wraparound of moisture is what we've continued to get. I can promise you this will be out of here by tomorrow morning, so we're going into a really nice weekend, but the clouds are hanging pretty tough. The only warnings of any sort that I have left over are right there along the San Bernard River until tomorrow, 1 p.m., 12:20 at East Bernard and at Sweeney. Just some flood issues there. But Clear Creek's been cleared, and that's good news. In the meantime, 73, 75, 76. I know, amazing, isn't it? If you go up toward Tomball, Conroe, Pearland, you find exactly the same thing, all thanks to this northwest wind, 7-8 miles an hour. So for that dog walk, right there in the mid-70s, and I still have a nice weekend to talk about it for, along with a couple of fronts that are really going to bring in October. So we will call it October.
Man, we are ready for it.
Boy, are we, Frank. Thank you. Hey, also coming up at 4 o'clock today, baby monitors are used by many parents as a way to keep tabs on their little ones, right? And our health reporter, Haley Hernandez, is going to be showing us how one particular kind of baby monitor may actually help coronavirus patients.
Plus, we cannot stop talking about her. A big honor for Houston rapper Megan Thee Stallion. She's going to be appearing for the first time as a musical guest on Saturday Night Live. Coming up at 4, we'll let you know the date plus who will be hosting the show that night.
That girl is on fire.
Man, she
is on fire.
Doing big things.
Yeah.
Yep. Congratulations to her. That is big news. Thanks for letting us know. I hadn't heard yet.
Good stuff. Thanks, guys. Still ahead, a first look at the brand new Katz's location that just opened in the Heights this week. Lauren Kelly is going to give us a sneak peek at some of the newest items. Oh, sip, sip, my friend, and some of Katz's favorite.
Yeah, she's in her happy place.
You know, this is exactly what the Heights needed. One of my favorite restaurants. You've been to the one on Westheimer. You've been to the one in the Woodlands. And now a brand new Katz's in the Heights has opened up on Shepherd. And I am here with the man, Barry Katz, a dear friend of mine, who has invited us to get a sneak peek of the brand new, beautiful retro-style restaurant here on Shepherd. And we're going to take a look at some of these new menu items. Barry, congratulations.
Thank
the
you.
restaurant looks magnificent.
Thank you very much. We're glad to be open.
You stayed open during the pandemic, and look at that. You've expanded with a third restaurant, and now you've got all this delicious food for people to come and enjoy 24/7.
That's exactly right. It's our third day of Katz's Never Closes.
Katz's Never Closes.
Even our other
like
locations.
On the wall. So let's talk about some of the new items
Wonderful.
first here on the Katz's menu. What do we have to show these guys?
We have our pesto crusted salmon salad, our sea bass on quinoa, and our shrimp sandwich.
Let me show you guys, though. This is a full this is a Texas-sized portion. Nothing here in Katz's is ever done small. And these are nice and healthy options. That looks beautiful with that avocado and grilled salmon and the pickle on the side. But you know where I'm going. My classic Katz's
Oh, that's right.
favorites.
We
Barry,
got
come
the
on
new
over here.
and we got the old.
Come and look at this, you guys.
Classics.
Right
Absolutely.
here, let me just tell you, that's the fried pickles. And every time I order that at Katz's, I don't even wait for it to cool off, and it burns my mouth because it's so good I have to just shovel it in.
I understand.
What else do we have here?
We have our famous matzo ball soup, chicken noodle soup, onion rings, and of course, one of our best sellers, our Reuben sandwich.
Oh, the Reuben is delicious. But I took a sip of this milkshake, Barry, but I thought it was vanilla
it's
wafers.
dangerously
So
good.
what flavor was that?
That is a cheesecake milkshake. We put a whole slice of cheesecake in every shake. Yeah, you tasted the graham cracker crust.
Oh, the
Did you like
graham
that?
cracker. I drank that. I could like just eat it with a spoon.
Awesome.
Now let's move on over to some of the new beverages that you have here. What I do love is, along with the classics, you have a bunch of Texas wines too.
We do, a whole feature, a whole gamut of Texas wines we feature now as well.
So let's talk about some of the other drinks. I see the cucumber. What is this? Is this a margarita
That's
with
a
tahini?
cucumber martini, actually.
Oh, ooh, okay.
And a Hurricane Judy. We have frozen margaritas and frozen sangrias. And of course, I know you've had this, our Holy Mary.
Okay, there's a reason it's Holy Mary. If you ever need a Bloody Mary that actually has almost an entire meal in it, that's what you get. And you will feel like $1 million after drinking that every time. And so not only are these drinks fabulous, but you can't not mention the 7-layered chocolate cake.
Absolutely, a favorite.
And Barry did us all a favor. He took all the calories out, so there's not a single calorie in that chocolate cake.
That's right.
Well, you guys, come on down here. They are open for business 24/7. When we say 24/7,
Katz's never closes. Breakfast 24 hours a day.
breakfast, lunch, dinner. Courtney's sons came out here with her and had breakfast.
That's
they
right,
love
yeah.
breakfast. And yeah, Katz's never closes. We actually gave some food for Derek and Courtney to try some of these new items. What's been your favorite? What are you going to take a bite of first?
I mean, of course, we
fried
started with the
pickles.
fried pickles.
They are so good. I could eat a whole basket of those pickles.
So good. And Lauren, I will say, you just mentioned, yes, AJ and I were there on Sunday. He loved it, went for breakfast. What I'm really impressed with is the social distancing, because their patio at this Heights location is wonderful.
The patio is beautiful. It's got fans. It's got bistro lights. Plenty of space for everyone. It's awesome. Yeah.
Lauren Kelly, thanks so much. To say we're jealous would be the understatement of the day.
But we're going to indulge here
Yes,
on all
thank
of these
you
great
for all
things.
the food. Say hi to the gang. It's also great that for that location, for that neighborhood, to have a 24/7 spot
Absolutely.
where people can go. I'm sure it's going to be very popular.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, the social distancing there is fantastic. Indoor, outdoor seating. It was wonderful. Great
Very
experience.
nice.
All right, coming up next, we've got a special performance from jazz saxophonist Dave Koz. Get a preview of his new album that aims to provide comfort during the pandemic. The sounds. That was a sneak peek of 9-time Grammy-nominated saxophonist Dave Koz's brand new album, A New Day, written entirely during quarantine this year.
I didn't want that music to stop.
Oh, it's lovely.
I know, it just makes you feel
like the video.
groovy, right? Well, Dave's impressive career spans more than 3 decades with 12 #1 albums on Billboard's current contemporary jazz albums chart, numerous world tours, even a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Dave Koz, welcome to the show. And this album, your 20th album, congratulations, but it's the first album in a decade with entirely OG new material.
Oh, gee. Derek, Courtney, lovely to be back on your show. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, this is an interesting thing. I didn't plan on making an album right now, but when the pandemic hit in March, it was like it sort of was a signal to me, because that's the way that I use music to help me through tough times. And I'm sure I'm not alone in that fact. So I felt like it was a bit of a responsibility to go in and write some songs, and we had to do everything, as you mentioned, Courtney. This was the first time that I've ever made a completely virtual album. Even writing the songs was done virtually. And but the whole idea, as you mentioned, was to just provide a little source of calm and comfort, maybe some good feeling to people that are going through some very difficult times. And this year, I don't need to tell you, it's been a tough time for all. So music is a way for me to just offer something that will hopefully help us get to where this pandemic is behind us.
Absolutely, and amen to that, because I do know I lean on music all the time. It's good for my soul. It gets me out of sort of a headspace. It allows me just to kind of decompress, and to hear that that's where your creativity came from, because if you can't tour and you can't connect with your fans as an artist, you did the next best thing. You created beautiful music.
This was the funny thing about it, because everybody was home. All of my friends, all of my idols. So I had my #1 saxophone idol, David Sanborn, who we wrote a song together and he performed on it. Bob James, the legend. Brian McKnight, who sang on the song that you played, Summertime in New York City. And a bunch of amazing musicians. And everybody was at their homes because they were not doing what they normally do out on the road. And not only were they home, but they had also this incredible pent-up energy to create. So we would be sending these songs here and there, and we'd get them back, and we'd listen to them, and the performances would explode with energy, because everybody had so much to give because they were not giving it elsewhere. So it really, ironically, it was a very cohesive project that we finally ended up with, even though it was done in the most weirdest way possible.
Well, and that was a great tease that we played coming out of commercial break. But Dave, the album's not released until October 9th. We have to wait?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. It comes out on October 9th, and we're actually doing a very big virtual record release event that happens on the day of release on October 9th. And there'll be live musicians. We've got our special guests, Bob James and David Sanborn and Brian McKnight, all part of it via Zoom. And some audience questions, and I think we're just really going to have a fun time. People can find out about that event and also more about the album at my website, which is davekaz.com. And if you buy a ticket to the event, you get a free download with the price of your ticket. So we're just, you know, I think everybody, like the fact that I'm able to come and be on your show via Zoom, this is so cool. Everybody is opening to new ways of doing things. And even though it feels a little awkward, we're just trying to have some sense of normalcy. And people definitely need music right now, so this is the way to deliver it.
Oh, I agree with that as well. And I think people are thriving for that human interaction, and everybody's getting creative on how to do that, including yourself, an artist. What I think is really great, and I don't know if it just like timing worked out this way, Dave, but when your album is going to be released on October 9th, 2020, it's exactly 30 years to the week after your very first album came out. How is that possible? You're like 12. I don't understand this.
I've always loved you, Courtney. You're one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. I don't feel this old, but I am 57. My first album came out October 8th, 1990. And it's an amazing thing because when you think about it, I don't feel like I've been doing this for 30 years, but here we are at this major milestone. And I'm very excited to be able to celebrate not just the milestone, but to also put out new music. And I haven't done, as Derek, you said in the beginning, this is the first time that I've done original material in about 10 years. I've had other albums, but they've been more associated with tours, like we did a couple of Summer Horns albums and a couple of Christmas albums in that time period. But this music it came very, very much from my heart, maybe more so than any other music that I've ever made, because I was writing songs that were just coming out of me during this time. It's really a reflection, as all albums for most artists are, a reflection of who they are at that moment in time. Mm-hmm. And I'm a very different person now in 2020 than I was in 1990, fresh-faced kid with his first record album coming out. But I've been so blessed to be able to have this magic carpet ride almost of a career that spans so many decades now, and I really owe it to the wonderful fans who have supported me and my music for all these years, many of whom are in the Houston area. So I just want to say to the Houston jazz fans, and Houston, of course, it's a huge jazz city, so I just want to say thank you to all of you for supporting my music, and I hope that you like this new one as well.
Oh, well, they certainly will like the new album, and it is so true, Dave. You have so many fans down here in Houston. Hey, speaking of great timing, because today, Dave, is Throwback Thursday, we sort of went through the archives, and we happened to find some footage, we can roll it now, of the very day you got that star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in front of the Capitol Records building. I was there, your family was there. I remember this very well, and I remember looking around the crowd and thinking, oh, wow, that guy looks like Jason Alexander.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that looks like Bob Saget. Striking resemblance. Oh, is that Kenny G? Oh, Barry Manilow.
Oh,
yes.
just a few friends.
Oh, yeah, so you know, Foo Fighters. It's like, holy cow, Dave, you have done so many things, and this star is just such a great way to reflect back on such a dynamic career you've had.
Buddy, you're gonna make me cry, Derek, and you've been a part of it. I just want to say here, Courtney, you're more of a new friend. Derek, I've known for years and years and years when you lived in Los Angeles, and you've been such an incredible source of cheerleading and support for me all these years. My only question is, who is that guy with the dark hair that in the suit that went up to the microphone? Because I don't recognize him.
Well, whoever he is, he's very handsome and very talented. But Dave, you look better and better every single year. And again,
grayer
I think
and grayer, maybe.
Listen, but I love it. I think it suits you. And I know it's been 30 years since that first album, but and during the weird time of COVID, what a lovely silver lining that we can all just sort of sit back and take this time to reflect.
Well, I think that's really what there is a silver lining in this time period. I know it's been a very difficult time for a lot of people. It's been difficult for me. I'm not able to do what I truly love to do, which is go out on the road and play for people. And you know, the human tragedy as well, just people being sick and people passing away from this terrible disease. And so we have a long ways to go, but I truly believe that we are going to a better place. And that's what you know, that's why I made this album, because I think that music can smooth the way, smooth the journey out to where we're going. It's not going to be where we came from, and it's not going to be this, but we're going to go to a new reality, whatever that is. But I intuitively believe and hope and pray that we're going to a better place.
I think so too. We'll be better for it. Well, keep it right here, because after the break, Dave will be performing Summertime in NYC. It is the first song released from his brand new album.
We'll be right back. Well, before the break, we got the inside scoop of what it is like to record an entire album during a pandemic from saxophonist Dave Koz, and now we get a sneak peek of the tunes.
Yeah, because the album won't be released until October 9th. Here's what Dave describes as a tune with a purpose to help us feel hopeful for what's to come. It's called Summertime in NYC.
Summertime in New York City. Summertime in New York City.
Very, very nice, Dave. Nicely done.
Fantastic.
Well, I would love to be in your studio actually doing it, but save for that, I really appreciate you having me on your show. I'm here at home in Los Angeles. I miss you both, and I can't wait to be actually in the studios of Houston Life the next time, very soon, I hope.
Oh, we can't wait to have you back and perform here and just have some fun together. And I know to have that human interaction as an artist is so important to you, to get back out and touring. Again, the latest album is going to be released on October 9th. My mom's already saying, how do I get it?
I love your mom.
You'll meet her at some point, Dave. It is great to see you. Congrats on the new album. And stay in touch, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you both so much. God bless, and see you very, very soon.
Sounds great. And a reminder to our viewers, if you would like to get your hands on Dave's latest album, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv.
Oh, fantastic. You will not be disappointed. Some good stuff on that latest album. We'll be right back with more Houston Life. Okay, everyone, coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, we have this guy, RAUL of the Mavericks. I'm a huge fan of this group. He's the lead singer of the eclectic rock/country group. He's going to tell us about the uplifting and unifying message behind their new all-Spanish album in Espanol. Plus, we're going to have a performance from the group as well. Very excited for this Friday performance.
Oh, very nice. That's a fun treat for Houston Life. Also, meet the young couple behind one of Houston's most highly anticipated restaurants, Aaron Bluedorn and Victoria Pappas Bluedorn. They'll share how their culinary journeys brought them together and how their dreams came true through their brand new restaurant called, appropriately, Bluedorn. Very, very nice.
I know. Well, cheers to Friday Eve, friends.
That's right. It is Friday Eve.
It is Friday Eve.
Also known as Thursday.
Baby Friday, whatever.
Baby Friday Jr., Friday the 3rd. Actually, wasn't Friday like the Mr. Rogers character? I think it was King Friday.
Oh, King
and Prince
Friday.
Tuesday. That's how I learned the days of the week.
Oh, that's
Mr. Rogers,
sweet.
rest in peace. All right, well, we had a lot of fun on today's show. Thanks so much for joining us. I say we do it all again tomorrow at 3.
Oh, one more day, of course.